What's up, everybody? It's me, Noah, the NNBandicoot.
And I'm Sean, the MK Ninja. I am once again eating ice cream.
Because he's depressed. But anyway, we are the Super Tryhard Bros, bringing you another playthrough of Piggyback Gaming. This time, I'm going to be doing Madworld for the Wii.
After talking about it non-stop and of so many other fucking playthroughs. I swear to God, like, this is one of the games you mentioned the most.
Dude, this is like one of my favorite video games of all time. Fucking love this game. Like, easily top 5.
I have never played it.
It is such repetitive fun. I love it.
Well, that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of
That's a beat 'em up in a nutshell. That's right. But like, yeah, dude, I fucking love this game so much. Like, it's one of those games where I have to take some time out of my schedule to play it at least once a year.
For me, that's CTR.
Yeah.
So, this is unrelated, but I want to talk about this because I felt that it would be funny. So, I was at work today, right?
Yeah.
And do you want me to talk during the cutscene?
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
So, one thing that one of my coworkers asked me as he's helping me out, he asked me, like, who would win in a fight, Hinata or Sakura? Or no, who's better, like Hinata or Sakura? And I was like, in what way? And he was like, oh, who would win in a fight? I was like, oh, Sakura probably. He was like, you're my man. And as he's walking away, I'm like, yeah, but she still sucks. And he looks over and he's like, what? I'm like yeah, like Hinata's a better character. And we go into this debate, and the basis of his debate was the fact that Hinata doesn't do anything that makes her less of a character. And I'm like, okay, so being part of the plot and being a good character are not coincide. You can be a really good character and not contribute the plot in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And not to mention,
I forgot his name, but the guy with the ponytail, who uses shadow clones. I mean, not shadow clones, shadow
Shikamaru?
possession. Yeah. You see, he barely does anything in the show, but he's like one of the popular characters.
oh hell yeah, he's one of the best characters.
Yeah. And you're telling me, like, fucking
But,
Hinata, at least trying to go up against Pain, isn't that strong of a thing? Like, fucking Sakura can't even get off the ground without screaming, Naruto, please save me!
So, like, what I basically told him... well, one thing he was going on about, like, how... he was like, oh, so why is Sakura bad? I'm like, well, she dicked over Naruto, fucking him up for life, basically, and, you know, being a total bitch about it. She fell in love with a character who started out kind of cool, but just continued to be an asshole, and then when that character showed back up, her character development completely stopped, and then she ended up getting dicked and had a child and does not really do much about it, and then she's just kind of strong in Naruto. She's getting better, but not by a mile margin. And he was like, that doesn't make any sense. None of that happened.
We don't even know if she was dicked. That wasn't her kid.
But the point being, he was going on about, like, you know, it's like, oh, so, like, why is Nada great? And I'm just like, do you want me to give you a list? Like, she's not my favorite character in anime, or my favorite, not even, like, well, she's probably one of my favorite girls in Naruto. But I mean, like, compared to Sakura, at least, I mean, I agree with him that Sakura's not that bad, but I still said she's like a 4 out of 10.
I would say she's that bad at some points of the show.
And it got to the point where he's like, we're going to continue this in the break room. He doesn't show up in the break room, and I see a few other guys, like a bunch of us like anime, so I was like, hey, I'm trying to win an argument. Who's better, Sakura or Hinata? Everyone said Hinata. There were like 5 people who agreed with me. I'm like, there we go. That's how it's done. And I told him, I was like, just because you have the unpopular opinion doesn't mean you have some kind of high authority. Granted, he's not the kind of smug guy. How do I describe this person? He's fucking weird, but I don't know. Like...
Is he as bad as I am?
No. No, like, that's one of the few things that he's ever said, and I'm like, what the fuck is... I don't agree with that by any means at all. It was just... I don't know. like you're allowed to have opinions and such, but I think Sakura is objectively worse than Hinata.
Yeah.
Anyway, violent video game.
Yeah.
I don't know the plot of this game at all.
Well, I will tell you the plot, but first, we need to see like one of the greatest badasses in video game, Flying Cigarette.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Jack came and, my god, the son of a bitch has
Look at that edge.
chainsaw for an arm.
Bonus, right?
God, I fucking love this guy. But anyway, the story of this game is basically. Do you know what those I believe they're called movies, spoofs, snuff, like movies that you kill people for other people's entertainment. That's basically what this is.
Bigger don't mean better.
So kind of like Dead Man Wonderland, but not bad.
Oh, absolutely not bad. But like,
Well, I mean,
God.
I don't know.
I mean, the story's nothing to write home about, but it's just the gameplay. It's just, yeah, okay. Like we've been over this already, but beat 'em ups, no matter how good a beat 'em up game is, you will get repetitive of it after a while. It's what the game does to make sure you don't feel that way for a good long while, if ever.
Just Jack.
I feel like a good beat 'em up either is short, so it doesn't overstay its welcome, or it like changes things up. From what I've heard, Streets of Rage 4 does the former, which I mean still works overall, and it sounds like it's a lot of fun. But it's interesting to see some beat 'em ups that try the latter, which is not too many. Usually they try to feel really samey. I know one that people really say is really good is the Scott Pilgrim one. I've never played it.
You never will.
I've seen the sprite.
And you never will.
The sprite work for it is goddamn beautiful.
Yeah.
Like it matches the series, which I've never read before.
I read the series. I briefly watched the movies, and I played like the demo of the game. It's a shame I didn't have a job back then because I would have bought that game.
Ah, was that good?
No, it was really good.
That's good.
Anyways,
But you don't get to kill people in that one.
but yeah, we sure as hell get to kill people in this one. All right, before I get into what's going on, introducing easily the best part of this game.
I should turn the volume up on it then.
Yeah. It's honestly going to be hard to talk over this.
Little Eddie looks like he's about to fucking, like, I don't know. I can't think of a good joke.
Also, Sean, bite my shiny metal ass.
Why?
Did you not get it?
No.
Well, you should have turned your volume up a little bit more then.
Oh, is that his voice actor?
Yeah.
Oh, now I hear it. Now I hear it. That's crazy.
Yeah. Those commentators will easily just make the game so much more fun. Like, they are so fucking funny. Well, later on, they run low on lines, so they start reusing lines, but, like, they're so fucking funny. Anyway, we just put a sign through his head. Alright.
Well, I mean, I guess he needed a sign to live.
I guess he wasn't going in
I
the
don't know,
right
think of a joke.
direction. Heyo.
Alright, that was actually pretty good.
But yeah.
Hey, that's like that one scene in Sharknado.
Oh god damn it. Alright, so the point of this game is to just go from point A to point B in some levels, or some levels you have open world. Basically what you're doing is murdering people. The more creative you are at your kills, the more points you get. You earn enough points to face the boss, kill the boss, and move on to the next level.
Jack's only happy when he's killing enemies. Well, I guess he'll be happy soon then. When those
Yeah.
Wobble. They're sitting ducks for any shit you want to pull on them. Could you write, I suck bum cock on their foreheads with lipstick? Well, you could, but it wouldn't help you win Death Watch.
That's all right.
It's just, I hope you
Okay,
guys don't
if-
like the sound. I hope you guys don't like the. I hope you guys don't like the sound of our voices, because it's gonna be really hard to talk over this game. It's just so fucking funny.
I feel like if this game was made in like, oh my god, you are turning this motherfucker into a goddamn pincushion. He's still alive?
Yeah, somehow.
This man deserves a medal for surviving all this shit. It's a shame he can't get a medal now that he's dead.
Gotta make sure.
He ended up spiked against a wall, leaking fluids.
Gotta make Excuse me? Gotta make sure. That's like shooting someone in the head 3 times and be like, I don't know if he's dead, and then cutting his head off. I don't know, drowning the head. What the fuck is happening?
Alright, so when you earn enough points, you can unlock bloodbath mini challenges, which are basically mini games to help you earn even more points to get to the end. Almost every level has a brand new bloodbath challenge. They start reusing them later on in the game, but yeah. And we got this delicious character just fucking explaining it. It's really great stuff.
Anyway, actually, wait. I'll let him explain it.
Y'all know who I am. That's right. The Bishop of Blood and Carnage, the Black Baron.
Wait, isn't it the joke that we kill him every time?
You just toss a motherfucker into this here jet engine and
I mean,
accelerate
we
that ass
don't.
into the danger zone at 30,000 Gs. What's going on, baby? Yeah, can't you see?
Oh, hello.
I'm talking to the people.
Who is she?
I'm breaking it down.
Matilda.
Oh my God, bitch! I'm gonna pimp smack your ass when I get. Oh.
Rip.
Basically, we get a cutscene, he describes what to do, and then he's a living demonstration.
And she does it every
Yeah.
time. I think she's my favorite.
She's everybody's favorite, she's great. But based,
Doesn't say a word.
but
But anyway, as I wanted to say, I feel like if this game was made like in at least one later console generation, one of the things you could have been able to do is take off limbs from dead bodies and use those as weapons. Cause like I feel like this game was limited by the hardware. Granted, I mean it's made with the Wii, which had basically the capability of like a high-res PS2.
yeah.
Which I like. I love the Nintendo Wii, but there are very few games that are able to like capture a really good graphical feel. Mostly first-party Nintendo games like Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 still look fantastic. Because of the fact that Nintendo had to do tricks with their hardware. That's because I think I told you about this. How no one like messes around with the hardware nowadays because you don't need to, because they're so powerful. Like you don't get your stuff like Crash Bandicoot anymore. The closest thing we had was was Mario Galaxy, which did this trick to where the reason why Mario's model always looked so great is because there was like a lighting trick that made it so whenever you turn the camera, that light would like always be outside of view and make it so that like Mario had this glow to him, which made him pop out more. But tangent gone. I feel like if this game was like a PS3 game or like maybe even now like a PS4 game, I can only imagine what it would have looked like and what they would have done. Granted, it still has its own style.
Yeah, a style
so
that
it does
don't
stick
think
out.
has ever been replicated. Ever.
It has a very noir style.
Well, like, can you think of a game that's just pure black and white and the only other color is red from all the blood?
Well, maybe not red from all the that. He's dying really fast. Keeps getting hit by the train. I'm pretty sure I could think of games that have like the black and white feel aesthetic, but I don't know. Not too many games these days go for styles, and usually the games that do are like the indie developers or like the Nintendo, basically, or remakes like Crash and Spyro because they have their own aesthetic. Or I guess going back to like B-list company's Super Lucky's Tale, or New Super Lucky's Tale, to be more accurate. Like, it has a style to it that's reminiscent of Spyro Reignited Trilogy, but still looks like its own thing, and is not okay. All right, Kano. And it's different. You don't see that stuff anymore. It's all like gonna be super realistic, and I'm sad about that. That's why like I love games like Borderlands and Jesus. Okay.
Borderlands and Jesus.
I love you, Jesus.
Sweet Papa Jesus.
I love games like Borderlands. I love the platformers because they have their own styles to them. Okay, one more. Boom. I don't know. I'll think of a joke.
I'll think of something.
Like it sucks because you just don't see it anymore.
Oh, man.
And there's a lot of really great, there's a lot of really great games out there that like look good and have their own like really high graphics, but they just kind of get okay. Looks like he needs a chiropractor, or maybe 7.
Man, he would have been fine if somebody's got his back.
What do you mean? They could easily get his back. I'm pretty sure his spine is sticking out of his stomach.
You see, if this was a PS3 game, he would have broken the back and then shoved it in his ass.
In the trash where you belong, bitch.
Fuck you.
Nice. Oh.
Alright, now we got our first mini boss.
Like, what is your opinion on that? Like, because you know I'm a very I'm a sucker for a good style. Like,
absolutely.
Most of my favorite like shows or games have a specific style to them that is different from like everything else. Granted, gameplay, story, all that other stuff for like shows or games or movies is important, but it's also important for something to stick out amongst the crowd, which is why like a lot of my favorite games are stylistically different, and like my favorite anime are also like stylistically different and have their own look to them. And you don't see that anymore. It's all just we have to be super realistic, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Oh, what's gonna happen?
These are clashes. If you meet a certain requirement, you do like quick time event stuff.
Gotta love motion controls. Okay.
Yeah, I love motion controls. Only in this game, though.
Well, I mean, I guess you could bring him to the deli, because you know what they say. I don't know what they say, but Boar's Head is a brand, and I was thinking of Boar's Head.
The punchline is he got fucking butchered.
Ha! Ha! Need a lift?
You see, this is what happens when people want money. You get hit by a train.
I don't understand the segue.
No, you don't need to.
Oh, right, because this is the fight to the death to get money.
Yeah.
So is everyone here like a volunteer for this shit? Or like criminals or what?
Well, it's shown later in the game, but, you know, the story doesn't really matter, so I might as well say it. Okay, so this is just a city in, I'm gonna assume New York, because I think you see the Golden Gate Bridge. But, like, they destroyed the bridge.
Golden Gate Bridge is not New York.
Is it not?
No, it's California.
What was there's a bridge in New York, right? Okay, well, whatever.
No.
Basically, there's... Actually, what makes...
Batter up, bitch!
But, like,
Ooh! He painted that wall pretty good.
So basically, this is like an island city. They blew up the bridges and pretty much said, "Hey, you kill each other. We just brought a virus, and you're gonna die unless you kill somebody. We'll give you the vaccine if you kill at least one person."
You know, the more you say it, the more I actually think this plot is very similar to Dead Man Watching.
Was there a virus?
Like, holy shit, there's so many similarities.
You know, it's been a while since I watched it. Was there a virus involved?
Well, it wasn't necessarily a virus. It was more over like they had collars hooked to their necks that would slowly kill them, and they were given stuff called candy. And they would usually get it by doing like the challenges
That's right.
and stuff
I remember
as
that,
people
yeah.
watched. And they were like, "Oh, look how fake it is when real people are dying." But you don't really care all that much since they're all terrible criminals, or at least you assume. Some of them are good people.
Yeah.
Who are just like mistaken, or they're criminals, all right, but they're still cool people, which usually is not a sentence you want to say, but they're fictional, so it's okay. There's just a lot. It was also in islands.
Yeah.
Pimps and players. The Black
Oh boy, another death mini.
Yes, another death
cutscene.
minigame. You're right. This is like
My favorite mini game, sitting there and watching.
This is like one of the rare few times where you get 2 minigames in one level.
Yeah, come on, get behind Daddy, show him a little something now.
I want her to be my wife.
You want to get fucking thrown in front of a train?
It'll be worth it, Noah.
No! No, it would not.
Yes, it will. Did you see those tits?
I mean, I saw the ass, but I don't want to get killed
Oh.
over and over again.
I mean, she's probably only killing him because, like, that's her job. Doesn't mean she's gonna kill you.
You know, if there's one plot thing I really wanted the answer to but never get, how the fuck does he keep coming back?
Clones?
No, it's the same guy.
The power of modern medicine.
So that's some fucking special medicine, then. Holy shit.
Well, yeah.
Like, I just got thrown into the tubular of a fucking plane. Oh wait, this medicine will heal me. Like, what the fuck? There's nothing to put the medicine in.
Also, you just fucked up the. It's called a turbine. No, not a tubular.
Dude.
This isn't a 90s
I thought I said
phrasing
turbine.
for cool.
Okay, whatever.
No, you said tubular.
Oh, okay.
Fucktard.
What do you expect, fucktard? Do you think I was gonna shoot myself?
Yes.
One of my favorite jokes is like, wow, I guess drugs really are the answer. What was the question?
Little Eddie. Okay.
Boss fights in this game is really fun. Yeah, fuck you. Also, these levels have a time limit for some reason, but like, the time limit is so fucking generous you don't even notice it. Like, I needed to beat this level in 40 to 50 minutes.
You know what I don't get?
It only took me like
Call him Little Eddie when he's so
15,
fucking big.
25
I
minutes.
think it's supposed to
Maybe.
be ironic. What?
Eddie, I want to ask you a question. How the fuck did you come out of your mom's vagina?
Usually a humorous or sardonic literary style or form.
Like,
Beat up at school a lot, didn't you?
what? Okay.
You got beat up in
He-
school a
he's-
lot,
he's
didn't
strong.
you? Yes.
I call bullshit.
I call badass.
Badass bullshit.
Absolutely.
Oh, you can speak. I was assuming that your brain tumor would prevent you from doing that.
Yeah.
Because clearly that's not a natural head shape. There has to be a tumor in there.
Okay, so
Also, his eyes are like really far apart.
also the music isn't up loud. Isn't up that loud. Mostly because I like to listen to the announcers more than the music. This game's got a pretty rad soundtrack.
I imagine it's like a hard rock metal soundtrack.
Yeah. But anyway,
Nice.
okay, so this, I think is pretty obvious. I know people would have agreed to disagree. This is a hidden gem. Like, this game is fucking phenomenal. And I got it for $0.25.
I'm gonna look up reviews for it. Because I feel like... I don't know. Let me see. Madworld.
impersonations only. Shitty impersonations.
It was released in 2009.
Yeah, it's a pretty old game.
Whoop. Eddie's not looking so good there.
Yeah, well, might as well.
You need a hand? I'll take yours off and feed it to you.
Also, every boss has a finisher, so don't miss it.
I've seen a few of them. I feel like the most famous one is like the succubus one.
Yeah, the vampire.
Yeah.
Fucking smack her ass right into the window.
The only one that's really ambiguous whether she's even dead or not.
Yeah.
Oh. I hear you like balls, Eddie. Oh. Oh!
Well, he
And he's still alive.
should have been ahead of life.
That's a mighty fine killing, Jack. Just like Mommy used to do. Sounds like you grew up in a
What?
fucked up family.
Who is your mom?
Sounds like you.
And how do I meet this woman?
Hey everyone, thank you guys for watching.
While you're here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure to ring that bell.
Also check out our other content, both on this channel and our individual ones.
And as always, I'm Sean the MK Ninja,
And I'm Noah the NNBandicoot.
and we're the Super Try Hard Bros, and thank you so much for watching.
Peace.
Bye.